Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list for the 20th of March, Wednesday. Let's go ahead and look at our FinViz heat map for today. Google moving up today, up over 1% on the day. Facebook bouncing back a little bit, up a little over 0.5%. Amazon cruising along, up another 1%. Apple was down 0.75% today. Disney took a hit today, down 2.76% on the day for Disney. We had, let's see, MasterCard moving up fractionally. PayPal was up 1.27% on PayPal. We had NVIDIA up 4% on the day today. AVGO, so the semiconductors sector was moving up 1.86% on AVGO. Like I said, NVIDIA was up. First Solar was up 1.41%. Micron going into earnings was up almost 2% on the day. This calendar, courtesy of the Trade Exchange, you do have the FOMC meeting announcement coming out tomorrow, Wednesday the 20th. It comes out at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. At 2:30, Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, will be taking questions at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time for tomorrow, for Wednesday. After the bell tonight, we got FedEx reporting earnings. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Tomorrow, you have GIS, General Mills, will be reporting before the open. Wednesday, after the close, you have Micron, MU symbol there. Williams Sonoma, GES will be reporting. We also get Canadian Solar before the bell on Thursday. After the bell, after the close Thursday, you have Nike reporting, leading us into JKS, Jinko Solar, and Tiffany TIF reporting before the bell on Friday. Let's go ahead and look at some of the news that came out after the bell tonight, courtesy of the Trade Exchange News Service. FedEx earnings per share came out, missed by 7 cents, and a revenue miss. FedEx saying slowing international macroeconomic conditions and weaker global trade growth trends continue, as seen in year-over-year decline in our FedEx Express international revenue, that coming from the CFO. FedEx cutting fiscal year 2019 earnings per share, and as you can see, FedEx moving down in the after hours tonight, and that news courtesy of the Trade Exchange. We did get we had the API oil numbers come out tonight. It was a drawdown on the API numbers, not affecting oil USO too much. I'll show you those numbers as I scroll through here. WPRT earnings per share revenue miss there for that one. We had Steelcase SCS earnings per share and revenue beat on SCS. That stock moving up in the after hours. UPS also moving down on the FedEx numbers. UPS down in the after hours there. Let's see what other news. Here's your crude numbers. The API crude data that came out, it was a drawdown of 2 million barrels there for crude. So oil just was ticking up a little bit in the after hours tonight. We had GLG igniting a lot of the China names. We'll get more into that as we do the stocks to watch. But GLG, we actually got a trade in this in the service in the after hours at Zozo StockWatch. GLG, China Bat Group Incorporated positions to target explosive luxury car rental service market growth in China, and that one igniting GLG in the after hours. We grabbed this over 310 here, and a nice push up to about 370, 380 here on GLG. So that news coming out to insider purchases: ATSG, VSTM, ATNX, XNCR. Sage came out with some news. FDA approves first new drug developed for women with postpartum depression. So that news coming from the FDA. Sage moving up in the after hours this evening. And let's see, IPCI delisting to the OTC on Thursday. So IPCI will be delisting to the OTC. All right, and that news courtesy of the Trade Exchange News Service. Let's go ahead and look at some of the markets tonight. So we had the transports dropping today, and this is even prior to FedEx earnings coming out after the bell tonight. So the transports were down 137 points. The Dow Jones was down 27 points on the Dow. The Nasdaq was plus 9. The S&P 500 was down fractionally. So the stock market did reverse course. I'll show you the 5-minute intraday chart of the SPY in a moment. Kind of a digestion day. Markets kind of flatten out. Into the FOMC for tomorrow. Kind of a midday reversal here. So let's go ahead and look at the SPY on the daily first. So as you can see here, the SPY chart, kind of a little bit of a topping tail, but we're still above the 5 EMA. We're still above the 10 SMA here and the 20 SMA on the SPY. Not too much technical damage done to the SPY. Let me show you on the 5-minute intraday chart of the SPY. So we were having a good, strong day. We popped up all the way up to 284.35 area on the SPY. Then we were starting to get some China headlines, Trump and China. One came out from Bloomberg that gave us this push down, and then we tried to bounce back and get back above VWAP here. They did, but then we continued to get some China headlines. So the sell-off came in, not really a major sell-off or anything, but just an afternoon pullback reversal here going into the FOMC. So that's your 5-minute extended market hours chart of the SPY. To the downside today, we had the transports down over 1.33%. The IWM was down about 0.5% on the day. Here's your IWM. We spoke about it in last night's video. We still remain below the 200 SMA. We're trying to hold above the 5 and the 10, so I don't want to keep going over it. But the IWM is definitely kind of lagging here. The OIH was down about 0.5% for the day. The IWC down about 0.5% for the day on the IWC. Oil was down fractionally today, a little bit of a profit taking in oil. The Dow Jones, by the way, we are getting a golden cross here on the Dow. If you don't know what that is, that's when the 50 SMA, my dark blue line here, when the 50 SMA crosses the 200 SMA. So we are getting that on the Dow. So the golden cross, let's see what happens. Anyway, the Dow did penetrate 26,000 today, but as you can see, we closed below it at 25,887 on the Dow. To the upside, for today. The VIX gaining a little bit of traction with a 13 handle today on the VIX. JNUG was up 1.33%. The SMH up about 1%. The marijuana ETF up about 1% for today. TAN was up a little over 0.5% on the day. That's the solar ETF TAN. Some of your low float poppers here today. You had TKAT up over 29%, CHAP up 26% on the day, ITRM up 23% on the day, BCOR climbing 19%, SOLY up 18% on the day. Solution Incorporated, it's a recent IPO on that name, so a big move up. I believe it's for tattoo removal. So that one had a strong day today. NDRA climbed 16% on the day. ZYNE had a very strong day today. Blink, BLNK, up about 14% on the day. So that's some of your top low float gainers for today. Over there in the Dow, just take a quick look for the percent change. We had Pfizer up 1%, WBA up about 1% in the S&P 500 for today. We had AMD, big winner, and we actually caught a beautiful trade in AMD and a trade that a day trade that became a swing trade. So we jumped in AMD today at $23.65, $23.70. Some folks did get filled a little bit higher, and this pushed up all day in AMD, so we have a nice cushion in this stock. So as we teach in the course or in the room in the community, when you're getting a nice cushion and the stock is moving up like this, hold on to some. Why not swing trade it? If you look at the weekly chart of AMD, all right, you see this nice breakout move here on AMD. They had news with Google today, so that really got this AMD going. So we're holding some AMD from far down here, and a beautiful day trade and nice continuation move in AMD, one of our best trades of the day, and that at zozostockwatch.com. The XLF, we spoke about it on last night's video. We did get up over the 200 SMA the other day. A kind of a ping pong effect here going on with the XLF and the financials. They were pretty quiet today. Names like Bank America all kind of pulling back. JP Morgan came up to the 200 SMA here on the daily chart, pulling back. We also had Citigroup, which popped up over the 200 SMA, pulling back a little bit. Not much damage there, but going into the FOMC, maybe a little bit of shaky hands there, and taking some off on the financials. Let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tomorrow. GLG, which we traded in the after hours tonight, coming up over $3. This will be on watch for tomorrow. GLG had news. I went over that in the beginning of the video, but a nice pop-up. And that's going to put quite a few China names on our watch for tomorrow. I saw Triple CL moving up in the after hours. CIFS also moving up in the after hours. That's another China name that you should keep on watch. Some other China names that you could keep on watch. ZKIN is another China name, was moving up in the after hour. Another China name that was moving up in the after hours in sympathy to that GLG was Craig. So Craig moving up. So this one should be on your watch list for tomorrow. JMU was climbing in the after hours tonight, all because of that GLG news. And once again, we traded GLG in the service in the after hours tonight. So a nice move there. Some other stocks I'm going to have on watch for tomorrow. Blink, we traded this one in the service today. Took this one on the break of 303, 305 area, and it popped up to about $3.35 for BLNK. Let's see, CNAT will be on watch for tomorrow. Holding above the 5 EMA here, trying to get up over this $3 area on CNAT. Another name that we'll have on watch for tomorrow. Now, Lyft came out with news today. So Lyft IPO oversubscribed on second day of the roadshow, which means the IPO is going very well. So we have DCAR will be on watch for tomorrow. DCAR gets a move every time Lyft good news comes out on that one. As you can see, the daily holding up very well, has that 450 area up ahead. HYRE also made a move today. We actually traded this one in the service today on HYRE for the move up over to $7. We got in this one at $6.80, so about a 20-cent gainer on HYRE. This will be on watch for tomorrow. If the China names start moving, NEO is trying to find some support here, turning back up. It's still below the 5 EMA on the daily chart, but if the China names start moving up, maybe NEO, if it can get back over 605 on that name. Riot is holding above the 200 SMA on RIOT. Keep an eye on that. TGTX looks pretty good on the daily chart. Volume 2.7 million shares today trading in it. Still below this 200 SMA area. We'll have it on watch if it can get up over this 755 spot for TGT. Torch, a small little oil stock, has been very strong. TRCH, maybe it needs to pull back a little bit, but an oil name moving up nicely. VSTM is coming up from the bottom here, over $3, trying to get up over the 50 SMA here on VSTM. Volume today, 3 million shares on VSTM. Yoga, YOGA, holding above the 5 EMA. This is an under $1 name. Keep an eye on that. We talked about Walmart on the video last night, so it is still trying to get up over $100 on Walmart. Keep an eye on that. Target, we talked about this one on the video last night. It did get up over that 78 area, went up as high as 78, 77. So it looks good for a swing trade. Target, if you're in it, if you took it off the video last night. PHAS was, gave a big pop up to $9, holding up above 550 here on PHAS. Not much going on in the after hours tonight, so we'll keep an eye on this one, see if it wants to do anything for tomorrow. SNSS, slowly grinding up, coming up to that $1 area on SNSS. Watch it if it can get up over that $1 spot. NDRA, basing under $3 here. NDRA volume today a little under 1 million shares. We had a big volume day on Tuesday, March 12th. It's holding above the fast moving averages here and trying to get above $3. IDEX had a good close today. It got up over $1.95, moved up a bit here. Volume 1.4 million shares, getting above, closing at 204 here on the daily chart. Has around that 220 area for IDEX, starting to turn back up. Keep that one. Mike from Zozo Stockwatch, and that's your watch list for Wednesday the 20th. We'll keep it short. We do have the FOMC meeting tomorrow, so the afternoon will probably be very quiet until that release, but hope you have a good day trading tomorrow. Please hit the thumbs up if these videos are helping you out. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new to our channel. Hit that subscribe button so you'll be alerted every time we do a new video. All right, this is Mike at zozostockwatch.com. Have a very good evening and a good day trading for tomorrow.